With the battlefield in DayZ being such a cold place, it never hurts to be able to introduce yourself with a warm handshake and an even warmer 12 gauge. So here, I'll throw so many tips at you, you'd think you were working in a strip club. If you like the video, please leave a like or a subscribe, it really helps me out. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Damn. Usually I have to sneeze in a retirement home to kill out many pensioners at once. Starting off slow and working our way up, master the quick peek. Peeking around corners in first person, too quick to be shot at, doesn't sound like a skill, but you need to hit the timing just right to not become a target. Favor shooting targets running towards or away from you because they're bigger, more stable, and when targets are running left to right, you also have to adjust your time. Firing slightly ahead of them can give you a good estimation of where your bullet is going to hit. Always have a secondary weapon before you enter a battle, because primaries fail quite a bit. You don't need to carry more than 2 magazines. Anything more than this is probably never going to be used in a single battle. Headshots now do way more damage even with a helmet, meaning a single shot to the head will leave at the very least a player KO'd. But in a panic, there is an advantage to aiming for center mass. It's still the best way to take a target down in most situations, but it will take more shots. Use cover effectively by planning before you enter a battle. Don't just run blindly, check for fences, walls, or scalable items. Always flank players before you engage them. It can give you up to an extra full 2 seconds of response time. Always keep an eye on your stamina in case you need to escape. It's not just used for firing weapons. Learn your weapon. Bullet drop, zeroing, weapon settings, they're all super different and all super useful, and you can get used to all of them by playing PvP only servers. Always double tap, even if they look dead. Use morphine when injured from the quick menu to keep running. Good condition weapons jam less frequently. Hold reload to unjam your weapon if it does jam. Listen to your environment. Footsteps are loud, but just because you can hear them doesn't mean there's a player. The infected can also make footsteps too, as well as run, which some people confuse for approaching players. Use the unpinning a grenade sound to draw out campers. Always use the high ground when you have time to prep. Store items in protective cases, bears, pots, and so on to avoid them becoming ruined when your clothes are damaged in battle. Know when to retreat. No win is worth losing for. If you're not in a good position, live to fight another day and just leave the area. Never combat log. Don't get tunnel vision. Focus, but be aware there might be other players about. So even if you're just focused on a single threat, always be aware there could be a second. Avoid taking on more than one player, but if you do, autos and semi-autos are great. Be unpredictable. People expect you to peek from windows if you've already fired a shot, so they'll be locked on it. Time your reloads. People always forget to reload in the heat of battle, and worse than that is people who reload out in the open. Always reload in cover. Use proper gear. Armor absolutely makes a huge difference, some for shock damage, some for bullet penetration. Although the use of camo is advised, never rely on it. It's never 100% effective, and sometimes at long distances, glitches can render it useless. Ghillies aren't always a good idea. Sometimes they make you stand out as a high value target, especially in cities. Use voice chat whenever possible. If not to prevent PvP, then trick the others into ceasefires. Always have a plan B. Always stay calm. People panic and make mistakes, but you don't have to. Just breathe in, slow it down, and try to get the win. Master the lean. This complements the quick peek, and it's also useful for corners and awkward shots. Use suppressors to avoid attracting the world to your location. If you're out in the open being fired at and you can't see where the target is, chances are they're in the tree lines. The motorbike helmet provides ridiculous levels of shock protection for fist or melee fights. In the night, be aware that muzzle flash can give away your position. Night vision goggles are always recommended but are difficult to get, and remember, if it was easy enough for you to find some, chances are the other players have them as well. Remove shoes in buildings to lower your volume as you approach. Use epinephrine for long shots to stabilize your stamina drain, stopping it altogether temporarily. Keep well fed to stop your stomach groans from giving away your position. Click this video here for even more solo tips and tricks, or this for something else. And as always, until next time.